rather than just buyers. Within the next 5 years, I see Lux Aura becoming Nigeria's leading luxury fragrance house, expanding through Lagos, Port Harcourt, Enugu, Imo State, across other African countries, while launching signature collections with influential personalities across these countries. And my closing statement. At Zlux Aura, we don't just create perfumes. We create identities, unforgettable experiences, and legacies that people can wear and own. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. So when you come up here, I know a lot of us haven't done this before. So when you come up here, it's better you talk from the originality of your business, in the sense that if you want to talk about everything, there's not enough time. There's not enough time. You just have 3 minutes, thereabout. If you have to sit down, settle down, and probably write it out and all of that, it's going to take a lot of time. So just talk about what your business is about, how you intend to why you want us to buy into that business, and the gains. Just make it as simple and as short as possible, so that we'll give chance to others, and also at the end of which you give us a bit of time, we'll collate based on your scores, and we'll let you know who is the winner of this category. All right. Now, for those that were not ready, please, I will not be able to spare you any more time. Now, for our judges, please, if you have questions for any of these individuals while they are speaking or immediately after they finish speaking, just let me know so we could just ask them and then move on. But for any of these that have spoken, do you have any question? Okay, all right. Okay, that's fine. So, all right, so who would like to go first?
So I'd like to ask Sister Abigail, what is your plan to upskill? Because I mean, as a business owner, your main focus is to make profit, even if not maybe at the initial stage, but eventually you need to upskill your business. So what are the plans that you have to upskill the business idea that you have?
Okay, the plan I had is that I would do like a door-to-door advertisement, whereby, like, I work in a school. Most of them, because they are working 9 to 5, they don't have the time to go to the market to scout for materials and other things. So what I do, I bring the materials to your doorstep, then I will convince you and tell you why you need my materials, and as many as you can get. Sometimes I post online, somebody might just pick 2 or 3, but when I come with my product, they end up picking 5 or 6, but I've seen other attractive materials that they need. When I'm coming to you, I didn't just go with the actual material that you've picked. I'll come with other ones too that I sell. I also sell 90s too, right? So as a lady, I'll try to convince you how medically you need to change your undies every 6 months or every 1 year. Okay, so I have all those plans in place to upskill the business.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. My question is to Amnena. The perfume you spoke about, if I'm right, you say your price will start from 500,000 naira?
Instance.
Okay, that's just an instance.
But the cap is for every perfume, customers get 30% from each sale that we make.
Okay. How do you intend to, because, okay, obviously it's the luxury kind of perfume you want to sell. So how do you intend to break into your target market? Do you have the required network for that? That's one. Secondly, 30% of the price of a perfume as referral bonus, don't you think is too much? You expect 70% to cover the cost of your profit, your branding, your distribution, and also production.
So for the second question, before we put out the price of each perfume, I would have costed the price of production, distribution, everything into the price before giving it to the customer. So whatever price I am telling the customer already is including everything. Now, if the cost of production is 150,000 naira for a bottle of perfume, and I decide that, okay, I'm going to sell this bottle of perfume for 300,000, that means 150,000 naira in profit. So the customer is getting 30% of 150,000 naira. Then for how to break into the market, obviously we live in an era where internet is the real deal. So what I have to do is, one, get influencers who actually can influence this big market, and also try to make my presence known in situations, in places where these tax brackets are based.
Okay, all right. So, is that all? Okay.
Okay. These perfumes, are you actually selling? Do you intend to sell perfumes that's already existing, or you want to manufacture yours?
No, what I said is the customer come in not just to buy perfume, they come for the experience. So they are coming in to make these perfumes themselves, because it's not just a perfume shop. Obviously, there are already made perfumes that are there, but there is like a different section, a different room entirely where you subscribe to. It's not just for everybody. You come in, we have scents, we have materials to make perfumes from scratch. So you come, you make your own perfume, we patent it for you, and if you want, we put it on the market. So for every perfume that is going out, you get a profit.
All right. Any other question for them? Okay, thank you. You may have your seat, please. A round of applause for them. All right. So, on my list, I would go back to the earlier businesses. Okay. So, the next on my list will be Sapphire Children Haven. That is Miss Chimsom Okolinta.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Okolinta Chimsom, an early childhood expert, and the founder of Sapphire Children Heaven, a business born out of experience and passion for children. So it came from a place where I saw what is happening in the classroom, and I have to come close to solve the problem. So what is it that is happening in the classroom? I was placed in a class where in Basic 2, and basically in Basic 2, the child should be fluent in reading, not just reading, but in comprehension. So, but in that classroom, I found out that half of the class, they are struggling to blend 2-letter words, 3-letter words. Even some of them are struggling with sounding out the letters. So, okay, after that experience, it happened again. So I found out that it's not just the children are not the problem, the instruction is, the way they are being taught is. So I created something I call Reading Intervention, whereby it's an online platform where we gather the children, interested parents though, one-on-one, we assess them and know where the problem is. We're not just doing something that is cliche, doing something. It's based on research. So our intervention is based on the 5 pillars of reading: phonemic awareness, phonics, vocabulary, fluency, and comprehension. So when we assess the child, we know where the problem is, and we develop a plan that is individualized. So how do we intend to scale up? When we attend to the child, like the clients I've had over time, are based on referrals. So when you see the result, you tell a neighbor. But over time, I want to scale. When I provide solution, I sell literacy tools, things that can help you do your stuff. And this is not just a Nigerian problem, because according to UNESCO and World Bank, 2022, over 70% of children, that's millions of children, 10 years and below, they can't read and comprehend. Some of them can read, but they can't comprehend. So when you are investing in Sapphire Children Heaven, you are impacting a child, you are helping us impact the next generation, basically. Thank you.
All right. So, questions, please.
Okay, is it that you want to build an app that will do this for you?
A platform. The app is a long term. But
Okay.
presently, we attend to the child. But attending to the child one-on-one, we can't reach much children.
Is it a physical classroom you're talking about?
No, an online platform, an online classroom for the now.
Okay.
Yes. Google Meet. We had to use Google Meet so that, because instead of using Zoom, most parents might not be familiar with I think Google Meet is more user-friendly than Zoom. Funding. You help us. Presently, I have a PC that can only take one child if there's no light. Like, when they've taken the light, I can only teach one child. The laptop lasts just 45 minutes. So funding can come in helping me upgrade the PC or helping with a solar system. Thank you.
How many clients do you have at the moment?
Individuals. Presently, I have 5 children that I'm taking.
What's your charge like per child?
My charge, okay, depending on the meet, per month, if I'm going to meet the child twice, although I'm the one to, depending on the intensity of the intervention. So if I meet the child twice in a week, the child is going to pay 10,000, so 5,000, no, for a month. So it's friendly because we are reaching out to both children in the both low and middle income community. So per month we charge 10,000 for 2 meetings per week in a month. But if it's 3 meetings per week, it's 15,000. So we usually advise them to go for the 15,000, but they keep crying though. But we are here to assist the children.
Your sessions with them, are they off cycle, academic cycle, or even during the academic cycle?
It depends, because to assess the child, the parents have to be available. We are working with the child, we are working with the parents, and we are making sure that the parents is also there doing another work at home in case we don't meet. So if the parents, like most of them are available this August, you understand. So that's why I have a lot of children now. But during the academic session, if the parents are available, it's mostly weekends. So it's based on request. So when we assess the child, we'll give you a feedback. This is what the child needs, this is what the child needs. If the child needs one-on-one intervention, if it's something the parents can't do, and we need to come in, then we come in. But we will advise the parents, this is what to do, this is what to do. And we have, like, I have a bookstore where I pick age-appropriate books for those of them that are struggling with reading. Because it's not all kind of book you can give them. If you give them all kinds of book, they might fidget, they might not want to read, they might be avoidant.
So your upscaling, how does it translate to more funds for you or more revenue for you?
Okay, upscaling, I have intentions. If I impact a child, I have a recordings, I have a review. So when you see what I'm doing, you can invite me to teach your teachers. So impact your teachers, then you pay. I sell literacy resources like books, flashcards. I do that too. Then also, sorry, I have to do, I've not started. Okay, we're planning on organizing a parent coaching, and for the parent to attend, the parents have to pay for it. So the basic revenue we do now is selling resources and books for the child.
All right, thank you.
I just have one question for her. Your current pricing, does it, what's the word? Does it cover for the stress you go through? Your current pricing? Because
That's the passion I'm talking about, because I can only upscale when you've seen what I'm doing and it's very effective. So for the now, we're paying the price.
So, if I get you correctly, you are underpricing because it's a passion, or your current price is meeting, is per the stress that you go through for every child that you teach.
I'm not charging per my stress.
Okay.
This is what I love doing, and seeing that is impactful, I plan on working on it over time. I cannot convince you to pay more if I don't have testimonies, if I don't have. So for the now, I'm sowing the seed, making the sacrifice. You understand? I'm not even charging enough for the stress, but I have to do it to gather enough testimonials.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Sorry, just one more.
Okay.
For the upscaling, you didn't really break that down properly. What do you really need to upscale at this moment?
At this moment, to reach more children, to get more funds, I need to upgrade my PC.
To upgrade your...
Upgrade my PC or get a solar system that can charge the PC, yes.
Okay, so you need a solar system.
Yes.
Okay.
One PC for the now, yes.
I say irrespective of the number of children that you have, will one PC suffice?
I don't have over 100. For the present, I only have people that have made inquiries, but for the present, I have 5 children I'm taking. So most of the time, I have to work with NEPA lights. So when there's light, I schedule their classes. So mostly there's light during weekends, so I schedule their classes during weekends.
So I think your major challenge is
sustaining
electricity.
My PC, yes.
Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Yes, I think he mentioned PC. So your issue is not a PC, right?
If I can, it's part of it.
Okay, it's part of it.
Yes.
All right.
A PC that can last when they've taken the light, so
Okay.
so that I don't end the class abruptly.
Okay. All
Yes.
right. All right.
Sorry, do you have a computer now?
I have that
So-
when they take the light, it stays 45
Yes,
minutes.
but you need electricity. You need power.
I have lights, so I have lights, but because I'm depending on Nigerian lights,
Okay.
my schedule is not constant, because when you're working with children, you have to be consistent. You have to have a routine that they are used to.
That means what you need is power.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Now, that's fine. Let's leave it at that. All right. No
But
problem.
I would prefer a PC though.
That's exactly. Exactly. That's just what I was asking you. Because it is one thing for you to have NEPA light, which you might not be concerned. You might not be able to get the solar immediately. But if you have a PC that can take you for 2 hours, then that works, right? For a start. All right. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to have. Okay. The only thing that could take more of the time is questions. But the next person that's coming up here, 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So that will be, should I call my very good friend? My very good friend. Should I use you as an example? All right. So the next will be KCDS Synergy Limited by Mr. Namoko. All right.
Good day, panel of judges, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kenechukwu Namoko. I'm one of the directors at KCDS Synergy Limited. And I am pitching for the mass production of an organic herbal veterinary solution. Now, let's start. A good number of humans that die nowadays is as a result of poisoning. Now, poisoning also may not necessarily mean gamalin 40. It could be from the animals and crops that we eat. Now, synthetic drugs, antibiotics, all of these things, when pumped into animals, would cause those type of things, death, and eventually passing on diseases like cancer and all of those to humans. Now, because of this problem that has existed, and then because of the cost as well of producing these medicines, acquiring these medicines, the duration, visiting veterinaries and all, we came up with a herbal solution that is 100% organic. And it is, we've tested this on two farms, and we discovered that when we use Mangifera indica, which is mango leaves, we discovered that it was very, very effective in curing inflammation in goats and cows. For farmers who farm goats, inflammation can be a key source of death in your goats. We also used them on broiler chickens and discovered that it was very, very effective in boosting their immune system. Now, the essence of producing this is because in the long term, we intend to eliminate completely poisons that pass from animals to humans, as well as boosting the longevity of life of humans, better animals, happy farmers, so a win-win for all. Now, we will seek funding in mass producing this drug to acquire equipment like mixers, blenders, dryers, packaging equipment, all of this to conserve and preserve in the long term these medicines. Because at the end of the day, if we package poorly, we will also suffer some form of losses and then still injure the animals because of the impurities assisted with this. So because it is 100% organic, we intend to reach out to virtually every farm, and in the next 3 years, we intend to become a household name in veterinaries and agro-businesses nationwide. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so questions, please. Hold on. They are coming for you.
What's the target market again? And I'm not a local man here, but I know that majority of the headers already know some of these things. So the typical Fulani man, for example, that goes around with his cows already knows what to do when a cow is suffering from inflammation. That I know. What are you bringing that is different, from what is well known to some of the local headers? That's one aspect. Second aspect is for those that are more tech savvy, or probably do more of proper mechanized, not mechanized farming, but proper animal farming. Do you think they will have the trust in your herbal solution compared to the conventional treatment that they're already used to?
Okay, first, what we do differently from what has been used. An example, a full animal, to be precise, treated some of my goats, and in the long run, I discovered that the actual dosing is a problem. Dosing is a problem. And then sometimes there is the mixtures that have caused more complications than actual good. Now, example is, you're mixing two, will I call them antibiotics, just for an example for you, that do the same thing at 400 milligrams. So you are actually overdosing your animal by 400 milligrams because you're combining the same thing twice. So most of our herbal research has shown that for certain times, certain things are required, not just everything. And then the combinations we have tested on our own farms and then some of the supporting farms in our environment have actually shown quicker response time. I insist, quicker response time. So if it took my former goat 3 days to get back on its feet, we're talking about getting inflammation down in under 8 hours. That is for the first one. In the second case, one driving force in agriculture is funding. A farm can be as big as it wants to be or as small as it can be based on funding. So we discovered that we can eliminate over 40% of the cost of medicines just by applying these solutions. We can eliminate over 40% of the cost of medicines. Now, that's a teaser everybody wants to test. And we are not just coming blind, we are coming with results that have been proven on farms and animals of similar caliber and then with better results.
So you believe your ability to drive down operational expense will give you the inroad to the guys that do this as a proper structured business?
Come again, please.
So like I said, the learned farmers, for example, will typically want to do the conventional treatment compared to herbal solutions. And
Yes.
I'm asking how you can win them over, how you can, change their minds to, coming for your solution compared to conventional medicine.
Yes.
And your response
First,
is that
time.
Okay.
The time factor, the recovery time of your livestock.
Mm-hmm.
The cost invested in getting those livestock back at that time, and then the ease of application of these medicines. These are three unique selling propositions for us. Let me give you a simple example. If you get on my farm and I'm not there, and then my animal seems to be acting weird, and I say, go there, read this medicine, mix 10 ml in 200 milliliters of water, and I give you a whole list of this thing. So if you get it wrong, I might come back to a dead animal. You gave us the example with your German Shepherd. The young man might know what he wanted to do, but then getting the dosage right was what killed those dogs. And sometimes it might not be the wrong drug, it might just be getting the dosage right. So yes, sir, time, the speed of our recovery, the eliminated cost in acquisition of medicines, and then the ease of using those medicines.
So your immediate business need is what? Money for what now exactly?
What we need is equipment. We need support with equipment.
Okay.
Packaging, blending, mixing, drying, all of these, so that when we mix our herbs, packaging
So
can be out.
do you intend to have it certified by regulatory bodies like NAFDAC, for example, or
Yes.
you are doing the native doctor style?
No. Like I said, in the next 3 years, we intend to have this on every shelf in any veterinary, either a shop or a clinic you walk into.
Who will be in charge of quality control and standards?
The moment we've commenced already, the actual production of the drugs, we've commenced already. And then we have a working team that is still ad hoc, like I said, because of funding. The moment we can get across that bridge where we can start full packaging, the quality control team takes full essence, does all the certification, and then probably takes it over. So we are a brainchild introducing this, and hopefully in another 5, like I said, 3 years, we might become the next penicillin in the animal kingdom.
All right. Any other question, please? No other question. Looks like you're all satisfied. All right. A round of applause for him, please. With the way you people are clapping too, it seems you would even sponsor this business. That's nice. All right. So, yes. Is Israel, Easy World. Is Easy World ready yet? Not yet. All right. Okay. Dorcas, are you ready? All right.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, panel of judges. My name is Christopher Dorcas Warad, and I'm standing here to talk about Gazelle Homes, which is a home health care service. Now, my problem is, over the years, I've noticed most of the elderly, when they are sick, they don't have people to take care of.
many elderly people living with disabilities and recovering patients struggle with how to access the healthcare facilities and even have their people to take care of them, as most of their children have other businesses and are not close to them. So the proposed solution Gazelle Homes will be giving to these people are nursing care in the comfort of your home, elderly care, post-surgical care, that is for the elderly that undergo operation. And we will be giving physiotherapy support, medical management. Now, how do we get our revenue? Now, Gazelle Homes will generate income through home nursing fees, monthly care packages, private career services. Marketing strategy will be the social media, partnership with doctors, community health outreaches, and hospital clinics referrals. My plan for future expansion. Now, opening a branch in a major city, that is not just confining Gazelle Homes to one spot, but will, at the process of time, take it to different locations where people can access it easily. And developing a mobile app for booking and monitoring of patients. And also partnership with health insurance providers and expanding the specialized home into something bigger. Now, Gazelle Homes Healthcare is committed to transforming healthcare by bringing quality medical care directly to people at their homes. Through compassionate professional innovation, care solutions, and affordable services, we aim to improve lives, support families, and build a healthier community.
Okay, that's a good one. Are you in the healthcare sector?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you know, in the healthcare sector, there are so many regulations, so many of them. What are your plans concerning that?
The regulations. Yes, that's what I said. We'll partnership with the doctors because he will give me the instructions and then I'll carry out the instructions, because there are some basic things as a nurse I am not supposed to do, except when the doctor directs, if he gives the guidelines. So he'll give the guidelines and then we'll put it through with the patient, since I am close to the patient.
Okay, so for upskilling now, what do you really need?
For upskilling, what do you need? What do you need?
Okay, I'll be needing medical equipment which will make the work easier for this delivery in their homes. And also,
Do you intend to take care of the people in their homes, the elderly people in their homes? Okay, so what are these equipments that you need?
Be specific on the equipment. What type of equipment do you need?
okay, like the blood checking instruments, BP apparatus, and the sphygmometer for checking their high blood pressures, temperatures, and also to check their sugar levels if it's within the normal range, and others.
Okay, just to find out, if a patient suddenly runs into crisis, what will you do at that point? Because calling a doctor, you're not working with, and obviously no doctor is following you to the old people's home. So if a patient runs into crisis that needs immediate attention, because I'm just trying to understand, when it comes to health, it's very delicate. You understand? Anything can happen. How do you want to manage this kind of crisis that will not land you into trouble?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, for managing of crisis, we intend to work with the basic amenities we know that the patients may need. Like, let's say people go into crisis at any time, and mostly the patient's blood pressure might go down at any time. So we plan to have a medical kits with those equipment standard that is already there. So not having to run around and looking for help where there is none.
Okay, but now in Nigeria, in fact in the world generally, a lot of, so many people who have elderly parents would rather go to a hospital, you understand,
yes,
to register them and have them monitored by a nurse from the hospitals that they trust. So how do you intend to break into that market?
Yes, sir. That's why I said I'm not doing this alone. I'm going to partner with the doctors in that facilities, because apart from where I work, yes, I can do this. This is like my own personal business. So I'll partnership with many other doctors which don't have the time to care for these patients, because they have lots of patients on their decks to cater for. So me partnershiping with them now is the way to get in.
Okay, so I have a question. It sounds like as if it's not, how do I put this so I don't sound somehow? It sounds like as if it's something you have not really thought through and through. Maybe something, an idea that you just have, and something that you've not thought, thoroughly. Or is it something you've already started making plans towards it, or it's just an idea you have, or something you want to, how you want to utilize your certificate?
It's something that I've thought through, and I've talked to a couple of people that are into the business too. So.
Okay, because you sound a little bit vague in your responses. I don't know. I mean, that's how you sound to me, though. But okay.
Right now, do you have outpatients that you're taking care of now, at the moment? Do you have patients that you are, taking care of right now?
No, sir.
Have you ever taken care of any patient before?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Any other question? All right, we're good. Thank you. A round of applause for her. Like I said earlier, I understand this is new for some of us. So composing yourself and going straight to the point might be a little difficult for now, but I guess that with this, you'd be able to pick up one or two things where you need to correct yourself, and so that you can do better when next you have the opportunity. The opportunity might not come like this. The opportunity might come in a bus. I know somebody that got a job on a train by picking up a bag for somebody, and she got a job at NASDA. She saw an elderly man and she picked up his bag. I think he was trying to get on the train, and then they got talking. And she expressed herself regarding the ideas she had and what she wanted to do with her life and all of that. And the man was like, she was doing her master's in ABU's area. And the man was like, okay, would you like to come and work with us? And she was like, yes. Gave the CV, and she got the job. So, Like I said, this right now could be anywhere, and you just have only 3 minutes. So you have to be prepared. Victory loves preparation. So now we are supposed to have a group category, but for that group category we have only one entry. So what we are going to do is the individuals that are in the group category are also in the singles category. So they are going to make their pitch individually, and then at the end they would collectively pitch for the group. So I would call on Elders Visual, that is Enobong Patrick. Three minutes, please.
Good afternoon. I am Enobong Patrick, and the name of this business is Elders Visual. So 2 to 3 days ago, I encountered an issue with a client. She wanted to print something, and she was like, oh, printing is too expensive, this is whatnot. And she only had like a narrow sense towards if she wants a design print on her shirt, it has to be printed. And I said, no, this is where art comes in. People think art only is on canvas, is pictures, is landscape. But art goes a long way. Every one of you is an artist. People think that, oh, you have to buy these things, you have to hold them. But people need designs for interior spaces. People need designs for even your shirts that you're wearing. There are shirts that feel like it's old or is everywhere. It's raining too much. So people need other designs that make them stand out. You can buy a white shirt as everybody's buying for 100 people. But once we come in as an art designer, this is where you stand out. You're wearing a Louis Vuitton, but on your Louis Vuitton, you have a picture of somewhere. People will look at all those people with white shirts and say, oh, that man on white shirts. But with you, they say, oh, there's this thing, where did you get it from? People need pictures, not just pictures of themselves. People have envisioned a lot of things, a lot of memories that they want to keep with themselves. We are not limiting our pictures to just shirts or even canvases, your walls, your cars, a lot of things. So this is where I find that there's a problem in the society. And apart from that, art is therapeutical. It heals your mental state. It even teaches children, even as your old age as you are, their life is too vague. So these colors come in and these imaginations come in, and we come in to bring them to life. And it helps you express so many things. It helps you express, if there's this business you want to do, people only think that you have to be a graphic designer to design your business or whatnot. This is where we come in. We help you to see that, oh, it is not only graphic designers that design logos or design whatnot. You can have a visual, the one you're seeing, you can have a visual representation of your business, not just digital. This is where AI now doesn't come in a lot. You're pitching a business to AI, you're giving AI what to do, but then people have used AI to limit how much their imagination can be brought to life. So we help with that. And for our revenue, we have commission artworks. So even if at all you don't have the money in place, we come in commission art. You need this thing for this period of time, for this purpose, for that purpose. This is where we come in as Elders Visual. And we have online sales. So if you have someone that's abroad or that needs a particular design, or even, yes, this is where we come in. So our goal is to connect and bring opportunities in for sales and innovation. So our innovation is these paintings are already available. When you're innovating something, you're adding value into that thing. So it is not just your portrait. It is not just your landscape. It is not just that shirt. It is not just that canvas. It is not just that hat. It's... Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question. So, in my head, it's a bit vague, right? What is it exactly that that Elder Visuals is about?
Elders Visual is about artwork.
Okay, so you sell artworks.
Yes, I sell artworks, and I give services as like sip and paint, for example. So people go for for a party, or recently held one. It's so every time people come for this thing, it's a trade fair that happens once in a year. Every time people go for it, it's always one circle of something. You buy something, you go to this place, you test that food, you go to that place, and people don't return back with something tangible. So this is where I came in my school. It has never happened. I looked around. People are always complaining of there's nothing to do, there's no extra, people are not coming up with new ideas. And this was where I came in with my Elders Visual, with painting, and that was how I was able to fix a problem that people are always complaining that there's no extra thing to do, it's boring. This was where I came in. So this is part of what Elders Visual gives.
Okay, so who are your target audience?
My target audience is everybody, students, older ones, even our parents. It's everybody.
What's your exact business need at the moment? What's your business need at the moment?
What do you need? What does your business need at the moment?
Okay, my business needs resources. It needs art materials, and I need audience. So that's what my business needs at this point.
When you say audience, does that translate to publicity?
Yes, please, publicity.
Okay, better put. Any?
So how do you intend to navigate such waters, considering the fact that Nigerians are not, very appreciative of artwork compared to what you see in other countries? Okay, so I, for one, for example, I'm not a big fan, but sometime last month, I visited the Nikkei Art Gallery. It's just around ShopRite here.
Airport Road, yeah.
And I was amazed, by what was there. And, there's a particular artwork that I kept seeing. And coincidentally, I just noticed it. Who made this? Who made this? I pointed to like 3 or 4, and it was still
One
same person.
Okay.
Why? Because of the originality, It's simple as, drawing a typical Lagos market,
Okay.
or a boy that was running on errands, under the rain, and all that. And then I also asked how, artworks are usually brought in there. And they said, normally when you submit, if the founder likes it, she pays for it and then display in a gallery. So 2 things, you are earning money and also getting some level of, publicity.
Visibility, yeah.
And I saw lots of foreigners, visiting that place, So, this is your business in itself. Have you put it, does it have a value at the moment?
Yes, it does have a value.
What's the value?
So recently I am on a contract to do a portrait for my vice chancellor in my school presently. And not only that, I have other commissioned works that people see. And not only that, I can do these works, like abstract works. It doesn't even have to be portraits. It has to be something that I would say, oh, maybe this vast of people like. I know that there's color theory. I know that in the hospital, some people don't go well with red. Depending on their psychological or mental illness, they go well with blue, calm colors that recept to them. So this is what's...
What I mean by value, what you need at the moment is there what you need at the moment? Is there monetary value to it?
A monetary value. For example,
How
you
much
said
is
you need materials. Now, these materials that you need, have you costed them? To begin with, if someone was going to invest in it, would you say, okay, the value of these materials, this is what it amounts to? Do you have that figure?
Just recently, I put in 100K, and it brought back up to 500K. So what do I need right now?
Yes.
Okay, I need 200K.
All right.
Okay, I just want to, ask if do you intend to do something like, an art design that cannot be replicated? If you go to Galadimawa roundabouts, you will see so many people carrying artworks. For some of them, if you count about 10 of them, they have almost the same artworks. For me, I don't really like buying artwork that is everywhere. That's why if you come to my house, you hardly see anything on my wall. So, but if I'm going to, patronize you, will you do something? Can you design something that is not existing? Do you do that?
Yes, I can.
You can.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So in other words, that's what you call abstract, right?
No, that's not abstract. You can have
That's what he said.
multimedia
Non-existent.
artworks.
Not easily replicated. That's what you meant. Okay. All right. All right.
I also want to add that we are not limited to paint itself to create artworks. There are so many things to use for artworks. You can use even nylons, you can use bottles, you can use bulbs, a lot of things to replicate artwork, not just paint. And it's not just on Canva. You can replicate them on your shirts, on your shoes, in your house, anywhere, on your bed, anywhere you think of.
All right. A round of applause for her. To my judges, I want to ask this question. So, if someone was presenting a business idea or so, would it be appropriate for, for example, someone is selling a product. Now, I'm selling this bottled water. When I'm coming to pitch, I bring a sample of it. Would that be appropriate? Would it carry any weight?
Well, for me, why I would not say to carry weight is, what if your product is maybe you're making coffee? Are you going to carry it and bring it along?
No, well, yes, that is another angle. But if it's something that I can put in my pocket or carry easily, I think it
For me to carry weight.
It will carry weight,
It
right?
shows some level of readiness. So
All
it's
right.
an extra point for me.
All right. So I hope we've learned from that now. When you are going to pitch an idea, always have a sample, not just a sample. You can't, for example, if you are selling bottled water, you cannot carry everywhere you go, right? But you can have a picture of it in your phone. Do you understand? You can have a picture of it, because once, I think you were talking about, who was talking about visual? We sell desire, not actual need. On the road, you see. I don't know if you have seen that. I don't know if it still exists. When you have Coke, they will say Coke goes with so. They'll put a dish beside it. You see the coloration of that egusi. It actually makes you want to have egusi soup. You actually think of egusi soup. So if this is it's visual, if one can see it, I think it makes the product more real, and I think it will appeal to some of us. So please, we would learn from that. Then the next person I would call is, I think this is the last person, yes, on the single category, the right fashion, or Izamoje Grace? Three minutes, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Grace Osam, and there are some skirts we love to use that are not modest enough. Some of them are either too slitted, too short, too tight. We don't see the right skirt. So the right fashion is a brand that I want to bring to life. I have put down a plan to design my own skirts that are not already in the market. So my friend is an artist, skirts that are not already in the market. So my friend is an artist. The plan is this: she's going to sketch specific designs. Most of the times, if you see long skirts in the market, they are boring. They look very boring. So the idea is to bring beautiful but modest skirts to the market. So the idea is I have a designer design and create a particular skirt that is not already existing in the market. Then there's a tailor also in the house that I've spoken to that would help me. We'll give her the sketch and she would help me bring the skirt to life. So currently, the right fashion, we need money for this production, for materials and for hangers and I think hangers and the irons to put the skirts on display. The idea behind this is to bring good and beautiful designs to the market. Thank you. Designs to the market. Thank you.
All right. Questions, please.
I have a question for you. You made mention of the word modest. So that means I'm assuming that your target audience is for those that do not wear trousers.
Not only. There are people that wear trousers and they like specific pattern skirts. They also like skirts, but they don't often see skirts that are fine enough or good enough for them to wear.
So is it only skirts that you want to produce?
At the moment, the plan I have presently is for skirts, but we are going to introduce blouse in time. But for now, it's skirts.
So what's going to be the selling point? I'm curious.
The selling point?
Yes.
Okay,
so what will make the ordinary lady on the street, take your skirt over what's obtainable in the market at the moment? That's one. Do you also have a targeted group of people that you intend to produce for? So I'll give you an example, yeah? Probably this is not a question now, but maybe an insight. Most bankers or civil servants, or let me use bankers here, they find it difficult, like you said, to get the right kind of skirt that looks corporate enough and looks at the same time smart enough to be worn, to the office. So if you are to provide a solution to those category of people, how are you going to go about it, and what will differentiate your product from what's already existing?
So this is more psychological than practical. So for me currently, I've thought about that, and I have said to myself, people like to see what is already reigning and what is trending. That's what they like to purchase. Now, I have an idea where I'm going to run. I have so many friends that I will call them influencers on TikTok. So when I make this skirt, I will give out some. When I make this skirt, I'll give out some to those people. They wear it, they post it on social media. I'm going to do a full-time content creation, styling. I'll have it being well-styled and all of that. Now, for corporate people, I will be the first person I'll be my first, how do I put this? I'll be my first marketer, in the sense of I would wear my designs every day to work. When I get to work, I'm going to make sure it's outstanding enough that people see it. It's what they see that they desire and they want to get. Regardless, all the things that are in the market currently, they started from one day posting. somebody saw it, oh, this person is wearing it, this person is wearing it, this person is wearing it. For my immediate environment, I'm going to ensure that most people are wearing it. As much sisters in the church, like I say, okay, this skirt. When they go to work, they get referred, oh, I like your skirt, where did you get this skirt? It's different, it's not in the market, and they reach back to me.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Any other question? None. All right. A round of applause for her. So, finally, the group category. You just have, I think you already got into it a bit. Okay. All right. So, just 3 minutes, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We are the founders of Grael. My name is Grace Osamoje, and she's Enobong Patrick. We are the founders of Grael Designs. We run DIY decors, where we turn recyclable materials into beautiful designs. In Grael, we bring out distinctive view to the audience. So in your home, in your house, we give you something that is totally different from what you would see in a random house or in a normal modern home. So Grael Designs use DIY, which we call recyclable materials, to design and decorate homes, offices, and a lot more. So I'll give it to her to talk on what we need currently.
Okay, so this is more about green management. So I can't really give a specific definition, but green management is all about using these things that you have used in your homes, like empty cans of perfumes or wine bottles or CD discs, light bulbs, wine canopies, or these events that you have held, plastic cups, spoons, you dispose them, and on a longer run in our community, they give room for erosion when people do not dispose them, and people also go out there to look for flowers or one specific or rare kind of interior designs. And I've looked at some things that are sold in the market, and these people just use cardboard. Then they covered it with one thing or the other and bought it at expensive prices. And every one of us has these things in our homes, and we are looking for something that we can, use to create or beautiful items or throw these things away. So we are here to give you this speech that you do not have to throw everything away, and you can get your own type of designs to your own fit, to your own coloring, to your own bedroom size, or, and it won't break a bank, it won't break your bank. You don't have to, just leave it to us, and you just tell us what you have, what do you want. So we are here to teach that to you and also ask for resources. There are people who sew, you have materials that are not needed anymore. There are people who are into tiling. You have tiles that you do not use anymore. There are people into zobo making. You have bottles that are not good to you, but they will be good to us. So this is it. Thank you.
So you basically recycle waste?
Yes, recycle waste.
What's the thought process behind the creative direction that would make you transform waste product to something attractive?
Third process.
Yeah.
Thoughts process.
Okay, so this started from, it's something that already happened, but it doesn't happen here.
No. So that, let me help you. I have lots of waste in my house. I consider them waste. I engage your services to say, oh, the last time I heard you talk, you said you need all these water bottles, probably waste materials, some of those things that I have.